What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a Midwest family. We got a big surprise. We finally bought a little dirt bike. There she is. I was looking for a Honda 50 and came across an ad for one of these. It's a Thumpstar 70CC semi-auto. It is a 4-speed, and we picked it up this morning. Barrett took a couple laps around the pasture with it already.
That's why there's mud on the tires.
And that's why there's mud on the tires. But we picked it up this morning. We went through it a little bit and tightened up some nuts and bolts. We adjusted the chain. The chain was too tight. So we adjusted that. Went through and checked probably 90% of the bolts and found, I don't know, a few handful that were loose. We checked the oil in it. When we got it, it came just as it's sitting. It was already kind of put together. I know you can buy them and have them shipped to your house in a crate, but there was a local store that had some in stock. They were out the door. It was what was it, $15.50, I believe, after tax. But it's a 70cc semi-auto. Once we got into it, it had to work on the carburetor for a while. It wouldn't run very good. It's running a lot better now. It still needs a little fine tuning, but it's got the linear on it, so if he falls off, it'll die. It's got the hydraulic front brakes. It's got a single piston rotor caliper setup up front. The overall build quality, I would say, is pretty good from what I've seen so far. Nice big foot pegs, decent teeth on them, so help keep your feet on there.
Decent kickstart.
Kickstart. It's got a kickstart backup. It is electric start with the optional, or not optional, it came with it, but the backup kickstart. Hydraulic rear brake, single piston on the caliper there as well. The rear axle adjustment, they look pretty nice. The swing arm looks pretty good. Nice, like brushed aluminum. The exhaust is pretty good. I like it. It sounds pretty good. Not terrible. So it's already kind of piped, I guess you could say. It has the throttle limiting screw that we haven't messed with yet. This needs to be rotated a little bit, but we'll get to that later. Put some zip ties on it just to keep some of the electrical out of the way. But for the, I don't know, 5 minutes he was on it, we've done pretty good.
Except I went into one.
He ran into one thing, but you know, so far I think
He just turned kind of weird.
Yeah,
so
he took a wide turn, so.
He ran into it, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Obviously, you can tell by the tires it is kind of muddy, so
Yeah.
He hasn't fallen over yet though, so
Maybe
you're doing good.
maybe it's the time to follow.
I guess on the controls, it's just a push button start there,
Lily, don't you dig.
and
Take it
kill
down.
switch right there, or the lanyard. You ready? Oh, before we get criticized, we are gonna get him some boots and a chest protector. We just haven't got those yet. And we will get the helmet strapped. But we got the helmet strapped. It's a 70 and it's basically off the 50 Honda 50 frame style. On the back fender there's like a support bar up under here. The shock and everything looks pretty nice. Yeah, no, I mean overall so far, build quality, everything, I'm happy with it right now. But we'll see what happens in a couple months. Ready?
Yep.
Watch out for the dog.
Alright, now he can't shift yet, so we've been just putting it in first, which is up one.
Should he have that on?
Oh, there's the fence.
It's gonna get muddy, right?
We good?
Now,
Can we do the back one just because it's easier to see him?
You don't need that. You don't need that. Hop on it.
what are you doing?
He's gonna hook that onto you. Oh,
I don't know where.
and your helmet is not buckled.
It is buckled.
Oh,
I've buckled it. We'll try this.
Okay.
Alright.
watch out for Granger too. Go slow on the rocks.
Ready?
Yep.
Scoot up. Alright. Nice and slow, remember?
Lily, come on.
bike is a 4-speed. All the way down is neutral, and then it's up first, up second, up third, up fourth. We're just leaving it in first right now because obviously this is the second time he's ridden it.
Just getting used to it.
So he's just getting used to it, and his foot isn't like strong enough to shift it anyway up. So we're okay with that right now. But we'll get him a pair of boots, chest protectors. Probably should use some gloves.
Ranger weight.
And it'll be good. I'll try to get the GoPro set up and maybe stick it on the handlebar or something. You can see that. But stick around. Alright everybody, so it's been a couple hours now, I think 2.5 hours ish. I believe we hit our break-in period, so we're gonna have to change the oil on it and check a few things, but first impressions, I'm gonna say it's pretty good. I like it. Barrett had a lot of fun, and So he's 6, almost 7,
Yes.
and he is about 51 inches tall, and he fits it pretty good. The bike's a touch tall possibly for him to touch the ground, but definitely room for him to grow in. But yeah, I think everybody's gonna enjoy it. We'll have to probably still tweak the carburetor a little bit. He never got out of first gear, so there's still 3 gears to go. He did wrap it out a few times and bounce off the rev limiter, but you know, I guess whatever. It does smoke a little bit. I don't know if it's just because valves might be out of adjustment a little bit. I'll probably have to check those. But it does smoke a little bit, mostly on the D cell. So I don't know if that's a big deal or not. But the Thumpstar 70CC, I'd say, is pretty good. As of now, I would buy it again. Stay tuned, and we'll probably do a review later on in the summer after we get more hours on it and see how it holds up. But we appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. We hope you stick around for the next one, and we'll see you then.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.